We are live. There we go.
Yes, we are.
Okay, cool. So I think we can just jump straight into it. So today
Let's go.
we're gonna cover all the new things that are going on in ZoomSphere. I've got a guest. Vanya, do you want to say hi?
Hello, everyone. I'm very excited to be joining the conversation. I've got a lot of little tidbits and fun comments to add along the way. So, very excited to have you all here.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's go straight into it. Just want to cover the topics that we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about YouTube Shorts, two-factor authentication, bulk actions, and then at the end, we're just going to cover the new branding and the new logo that we've got at ZoomSphere. Cool. So going straight into it with YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts you can now schedule Shorts on ZoomSphere, which is great.
Handy.
And I think, yeah, so handy. And I think for social media managers, it's going to be such a great thing because, I mean, YouTube as a platform is massive, right? There's I've got the stats, 4.9 billion monthly users, which is insane to think about. Whereas Instagram only has 2.4 billion. And TikTok only has 1.5.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that, but I'm actually not surprised because if I think about when I was growing up, it was YouTube consistently for so long, and then you got Instagram and TikTok that kind of like started peaking. But that is very interesting to know. The number behind the platform is insane.
It's crazy. So even a platform like TikTok, which I feel like you and I are both like more on TikTok and Instagram, but like they have such like less monthly viewers or active users.
That's so wild.
Which is really cool to think about in terms of social media because then you can take advantage of Shorts, right? So
100%.
YouTube has a wider audience, it's a bigger platform, and Shorts itself has less competition because not a lot of people are actually on Shorts, right?
Yeah, that's also what blows my mind because I know when Shorts started coming out, it was like it's so funny because I was so focused on TikTok because it was this really prominent new platform. It was like the poster child of short form video content. And then when YouTube followed up with YouTube Shorts, I remember thinking to myself, I was hesitant because I didn't think that it was going to be as popular as it ended up becoming. And then I started reposting content that I had prepared for Instagram and TikTok to YouTube Shorts, and I'd actually seen a way bigger performance arc in terms of like the engagement, the intensity with which things start to pick up steam. It was unparalleled. So I completely agree. I think the rate at which you can grow because there's not as much competition, it's insane.
Exactly. It's awesome. So that's really cool for one. And for me, the biggest thing that I really like about Shorts is that you still have that description element like a YouTube video. So it's great for SEO because I think the character limit is like 5,000 characters or something crazy.
It's true. You can write essentially a full article for SEO purposes.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that gets your videos ranked higher, and even like your website or whatever you want ranked higher is there. Yeah, so that's really, really cool. And I think it has like awesome benefits. So
100%.
I want to show you quickly how we can do this on ZoomSphere. So
let's have a look.
My favorite part about creating a like Shorts and whatever. Okay, wait, let me start again. I can click YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and have like the exact same post go out on all the different platforms. And I don't have to.
That saves so much time.
Exactly. I don't have to waste time like creating a new post every time. So yeah, what's nice is that they all have the same ratio, obviously. So everything is 9:16. You can repurpose your content as much as you want to. And
I
also,
wonder, something that I should actually have a more in-depth look at. You know how on TikTok and even Instagram, I think Instagram is a little bit behind in terms of the SEO like additions to your content. But I wonder if closed captions make as much of a difference on YouTube because of the description for SEO. So because I know in YouTube Shorts you can add your closed captions.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. That's a good question. We'd have to look into that. Because I mean, TikTok only now brought out closed captions like for most countries, right? They've had it for a while, but not for everyone. Cool. This is what I was saying. You can copy from. So I've uploaded the video only once to the Facebook post, but I can copy it to all the other platforms, and that saves time. And here is YouTube Shorts at last. And then you have your normal settings, made for kids, not for kids. You can even set it as unlisted, which means only people with the link can view. You add your title and then your description. And here's where you'll see this little, it's 5,000 characters.
That's
wild. Where the magic happens.
Yeah.
So that is great. It's my favorite situation there. That is YouTube Shorts. Okay. Yeah, I think we covered everything there.
I do have one final tip, or a little bit of a trick, something to keep front of mind when it comes to YouTube Shorts. And it's something that I begrudgingly had to learn the hard way. YouTube it's obviously its own platform. So Meta is kind of integrated into Facebook, it's in WhatsApp, it's in Instagram, and then TikTok is kind of its own entity. But copyright has been such a massive element to all of these platforms because of the fact that short form content is heavily driven by audios, by trends, by sounds, by songs, snippets of songs taken in specific contexts. So when posting to YouTube and YouTube Shorts specifically, their copyright structure is significantly more strict, I've found. So it's a really good opportunity to hold yourself accountable to general copyright kind of like standard levels you have to keep yourself to make sure that you aren't using other people's content without their direct permission. But it is also really important that you are cognizant of how that can actually benefit your performance. If you are someone that frequently, or a brand that frequently makes use of other people's songs or audios or trends, for example, on TikTok or Reels, it's a really unique space to push yourself into on YouTube Shorts, because you're almost forced to be unique and creative in a way that potentially you need to come up with your own audios. You need to come up with your own trends, your own sounds, or make use of commercial audios that people would deem a little bit less cool, a little bit less trendy, but really make them work for the type of content you want to produce. So that's just a little bit of a trick I wanted to add, because it's something that made a massive difference for me on YouTube Shorts, when I realized that if you capitalize on the fact that they are stricter with copyright, it can actually massively benefit not just your performance, but your identity as a creator, which is really cool.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, who doesn't want their own audio going viral?
100%. That's every social media manager's dream.
Exactly. So yeah, like you said, I think we should definitely think about that and take matters into our own hands.
Agreed.
Okay, cool.
Agreed.
That is Shorts. Super exciting. Next thing that I want to cover is the two-factor authentication feature that is new on ZoomSphere. So it's basically just a way to have extra protection on your actual ZoomSphere account. So when you log in, you'll be asked to get a verification code. And I think this is such a big conversation also for social media managers. I know we spoke about this earlier in the year as well, how like security, not just in ZoomSphere or in your accounts, like everywhere as a whole when you're working in socials, is so important.
Yeah. And I think the cyber digital space, we've definitely made massive strides, I think, on your bigger softwares. So for example, a Microsoft, a Google, they've made massive strides in terms of protecting their users and general layers of protection. But something as simple but effective as two-factor authentication cannot be underestimated. In this case, the way that I like to view it is, we are all human. We all have busy days. We all get lazy. We set the same password across 6, 7, 8 platforms.
That's a big one.
Maybe changing like a number or an exclamation point, but it's similar. We get lazy because we're scared we're going to forget a password or whatever.
Yeah.
But when it comes to two-factor authentication, I always like to look at it as a safety net for A, being human, and B, for a temporary lapse in judgment. Perfect example. There's a lot of scamming, phishing emails that go out where someone will pose as someone in your company or organization, in your brand, as a client, and will ask you for a login for something, whether it's an Instagram profile or a ZoomSphere account. Say now, for example, Oriana asks me for my ZoomSphere login. And I, without thinking, because I see Oriana's name in the email, I don't check the email address. I send her my login super quick, just because I know she needs it for work. Then when that two-factor authentication pop-up comes in, it almost gives you a second chance to think with security and protection in mind. Am I 100% sure that the person that's logging in is someone I can trust? Am I 100% sure that it's Oriana? Should I pick up the phone and quickly give her a call and just double check? It's a beautiful, easy, simple, quick, and effective safety net to make sure that we're protected. So yeah, I'm 100% on board with the two-factor authentication integration.
Yeah, honestly, because we don't want any hackers anywhere.
No, absolutely not.
Or in your clients' accounts, like that would be even worse.
It would be a nightmare. So yeah, it's definitely a really nice safety feature.
Exactly, and it's so simple to set up also. So basically, you just go to your settings. Let me grab my phone. You're going to go all the way down here. It'll say set up two-factor authentication. And then cool, now you have a QR code you scan. I'm personally using, I think this is Microsoft Authenticator.
Yes.
And from here, you just scan the QR code, you'll get a code on your phone, put it in, and then your authenticator will be set up. So now when you log in, you have to go back into your authenticator every time and you get your code again.
And get a code.
As easy as it is to set up, you can disable it in that same setting. And like I said, you can use Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator. There's a lot of apps, Authy, LastPass, any of those work. It's an extra like 2 minutes out of your day to set up, and it's like so much more secure and just gives you peace of mind.
It makes a massive difference.
Right. So that is another new feature, which I think is amazing, and everyone should do it. Not just for ZoomSphere,
100%.
but for everywhere else.
Across all your platforms. Every social profile, every software, do it.
Yes. Cool. So that was two-factor. Our next topic is bulk actions. So bulk actions is something super simple, easy. It's very intuitive. If I can just show you one more time in my calendar. Basically, we all manage a million platforms, a million clients. There's a million posts. And sometimes you need to change things across the board, right? So you go to your little selector tool, click on whatever post you need to click on. Let's say I want these ones. I go here, bulk actions, drop down, and now you have a variety of settings. So you can duplicate this to a completely other scheduler. We've shown this before. You can change the status, the dates, and it'll duplicate it. And now this is visible.
I love that it shows you as they duplicate.
I know,
it's so lovely.
It's satisfying because it's like, yes.
It is.
Love that. And then, okay, let's see what else we can do. We can send to chat. So you can send all your monthly content.
You do that all the time to get approvals, which I love.
Exactly. You send it directly to the chat. Let's say, hi, please approve. Smiley face. And all your posts are there. Obviously, I've only sent 2 now, but you can send like as many as you need. And let's see, there was more. We can change this post status update. So let's say everything is approved, which I think
this one.
A really good one. Oh, my one post already went out, sorry. And then lastly, you can delete also if you've made a big mistake and need to delete a million things. So
I love that. I mean, I use the approved bulk function all the time. Especially if you send me all the content in a chat, then I know to go into the scheduler and check them one by one. As I start working through them, I'm like, cool, Oriana's got this, they're sorted. And then I go calendar view, select, approve all of them. The other feature I really, really love is the advanced duplication. I think the one case study I always refer back to is we had a events management company that owned multiple different venues. So we helped them manage their presence across multiple different venues. So for example, venue A is at the beach, venue B is in the mountains. There was an instance where they, as an events company, were hosting an event at event A. But then because of weather at the beach, they had to move it to the mountain venue. So they could, instead of having to replicate all of that content they'd already prepped to promote this event at event A or at the venue A, they just selected them all, advanced duplicated to venue B, and all their content was prepped. And it was such a
much
lifesaver.
easier.
It saved so much time. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine you had to individually create everything again?
It would have taken forever. I think we all would have been so exhausted.
Yeah, these are times where I'm so thankful for technology.
False actions, 100%.
Honestly, yes. Cool. So yeah, awesome feature. Use it. And last thing we want to touch on today is the new logo, the new website, new branding in general at ZoomSphere, which is so exciting. It's been a long, long, long time coming.
Yes.
Cool. So I think let's start with the logo because I mean it's right here in the corner. So it's obviously different shapes. What it symbolizes is different people coming together to create. So, you know, one will be a content creator, a manager, the client, and we all come together to, you know, just be creative and work together. And then the new website, which is really exciting.
Yes. I love it.
I can share my screen quickly. I really love how dynamic it is.
And how well laid out.
Yeah, and what's nice about this website also is that there's so many like little tidbits along the way.
It's almost like little Easter eggs that you find when you scroll through.
I know, it's so cute, and it's like so well integrated as well. And what's nice is that there's all these little buttons with like little tutorials or videos or an article that you can quickly read through. So really, like, even for someone who doesn't even know what ZoomSphere is, just having a quick look through, you'll get all the answers.
They can learn a lot very easily all in one space while having it. And I think that's what I love about really effective websites. If you can get all the information you need as a consumer, as a user, someone who's never seen ZoomSphere, someone who knows ZoomSphere very well like you and I, it's not overwhelming. It's not overwhelming. It's easy to scroll through. It's easy to find what you're looking for. It's lovely.
Yeah. And I mean, just by looking at it, you can see like what everything is about. If you're looking for a specific keyword, it's so easy to find. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this new website and so happy that the new branding is out there in the world.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, it's also a very colorful logo, and the colors convey optimism and a customer-centric approach, which is what ZoomSphere aims to resonate with, right? So teamwork, communication, transparency, all of those kinds of things.
Yeah, and I love it's always very special to me in the creative industry when a logo represents almost like a mirror of what the industry looks like. When I look at the ZoomSphere logo, I look at, like, I see all the different elements of what it means to be a creative, but they seem like they seamlessly work together. They come together, and that just feeds into the collaboration of the creative industry. I love the new logo. I'm a big fan. Puts a big smile on my face every time I get a notification on the app, because I see the icon pop up.
It looks so nice on the app.
It's lovely. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the new brand, and everyone should definitely go and check out the website. It's stunning.
Yeah, same. Right. So I think that's everything. Yeah, we've covered everything. Thank you so much for your time today, Vance. I've had
of course. Thank you for having me.
Had a lovely, lovely chat. And yeah, well, like you said, everyone go check out the ZoomSphere website. If you have any questions, there's a really, really good chat feature there where you can ask anything, get your answers. And thank you for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.